Welcome everybody to the Trisprina Show. The question, is this goodbye? Or, Sabrina, is this hello?
Is it goodbye? Is it hello? Is it good low?
Good low? Howdy ho?
Is it a mixture of things? And in the pre-show, Mr. Tristan quoted, "When a door closes, a window opens."
A window?
Is that what you
We're
said?
changing it up a little. When that door shuts, go out the window.
That's what the saying is, right?
When
Guys,
one door
tell us in
closes,
the chat.
another opens.
No, they say when one door closes, a window opens.
Oh, well, that's a new one for me.
Which one is it? Please let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
and
those of you...
It's okay if he's right. It's
who are-
just
it's
being
okay.
weird.
It'd
It'll
just
be really weird.
if I'm right for a change. Awesome. Well, we really do have a beautiful sharing that wants to come through tonight. It's very sacred for us, this space that we're in, and we've been streaming live ever since we won this thing. We'll tell you a little bit about that as we go. And this, I think, is going to be a beautiful insight for all of us on how to use portals, if you will, places for great beauty to take place in our lives and great service. And also, truly, when one door closes, a window opens.
Read in the chat.
You guys set us straight here.
Which one is it?
See, Susan Peeler says she thought another door opens.
Okay.
Tristan is right. Barbara, I will send you a check.
Hey Siri.
Oh, come on. Barbara got it.
Hey Siri. When one door closes, a window opens.
Can you believe I'm being fact checked by Siri?
Hey Siri.
Oh.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
It's
I
okay.
know.
Please
It's
repeat what
okay.
you said.
It's okay.
Everybody is saying that it could be either or.
Okay.
We're both right. How about that?
Well, see, because tonight's all about, or it could be about, that it's time to say goodbye. But is it? That's for Beth and Doug?
Yes, it could be that.
This will be the last time, seems like, that we will be broadcasting and streaming from this particular room, this particular portal, this particular home at this particular address. So it seems that we will start sleeping and living somewhere else in a few days.
And we want to officially and consciously say thank you to this beautiful home. And also we started realizing that we met so many of you right here. Like we stood right here, right there,
Right
over there. And we sat in front of a camera, and the camera has been the portal for consciousness to share through and for you to come into our lives. And then we started realizing the sacredness of this little plot of earth that we call our home. And if you could see like a stream of energy pouring through into this place, like the old Star Trek movies where they would beam you up, Scotty, that we've been beaming up this message, and it goes out into the ethers and it lands on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer, and you come piping into, and this, it's this,
All these streams of you coming back into this little room,
crazy.
this space that is really just a square of dirt.
Yes.
Covered by some concrete and wood, so we feel safe and call it a house with walls, but it's really just this little piece of dirt right here
in the universe.
in the universe. We've been here since before Winston was born.
12 years
We've
now.
been here since before Bentley was born, since before we were married.
Before Facebook Live existed.
We woke up the morning of our wedding in this home.
Yeah. This room used to be chocolate brown, and it was a dining room. And as things evolved, and after this little storyline showed up, this room became the portal, and we allowed for transformation and had an idea. And the idea was, what if we could use this little room in our home? And so for those of you who are starting your at-home businesses, or you're looking to expand what you're doing, and you're looking for a simple way, we're here to tell you that it's very simple. This is a small space.
It can be.
Literally, our front door's right there. We have this little spot on the ground. I don't know if you can see down there. We dance and we work out there. And then just over here on this wall, and maybe we can do a little tour later, that's been the backdrop for the energy expansion event. And we've stood in here, we've taught Qigong and meditation and cried and laughed and just poured our little hearts out. And all this beautiful love and expansion has happened right here. It's amazing. Like, unbelievable.
And so I can be a little sentimental.
Just a little.
Just a little, and emotional.
Just a little.
And I'm looking at that. How much is habit and what is it? Does it make me feel good or does it make me feel sad? So I'm leaning into the emotion that feels good. Such gratitude. Like, we have the most amazing trees in our front yard, these big oak trees, and the way that we've taken care of them over the decade. They kind of have this like canopy that I've really been noticing since we're going to be leaving this place. And I'm noticing a little ledge on a shelf that I hadn't seen before. And I'm noticing, that nice spot in the backyard. And I'm noticing the birds. And I'm even looking at some of the neighbors out the window that I've never really cared for, thinking, there they are, because they're familiar. And so it feels good. So the goodbye, no one can take those feelings away from me. No one can take the feelings that I have when I pull forth the so-called memories. And if you've been following the Trisbrina show, we've been talking a lot about be here now. And so the feelings of gratitude are happening right now, even though I might be thinking about a Qigong certification that we kicked off for the first time a few years ago. That feeling is still right now, and that feeling will never say goodbye. It just might be on a different set, on a different piece of dirt. That's it. Right?
Yes, the portal stays open. The portal moves with you. You are the portal. That's the reality. Yep. We're piping in the consciousness, each one of us. I was feeling into the power of this room, which is a collective of consciousness coming together. And for whatever reason, that's what these two souls, Tristan and Sabrina, chose to do in this life, is to share these energy arts and this vibration we all call love, and expand on that and live in that and inspire others to be healthy and vibrant in that energy. And each one of us has a portal. We are a portal, and we can create portals in our own homes, just where you sit to pray or meditate. You're piping in that love force energy right there. That's a sacred space.
Yeah.
Where you slumber, where you sleep at night, where you lay and you allow your dreams to expand and manifest. Or we can create places where we're broadcasting fear, anxiety, and negativity, and it's really a choice. Mm-hmm. We chose to call this the angel room, and that everything that happened in this space would only be of pure love and white light. And we've stayed true to that. This room represents purity, and so you can create
dynamic purity, not passive. It's so dynamic.
A lot of dynamics, a lot of hooting and hollering and screaming and jumping and bouncing around in modes of fitness and qigong and tapping and sharing. But our inspiration is, several things. One is we want to say thank you to you for coming into our lives through this portal. We want to say thank you for this little space in the universe that's allowing us to do our work. And we want to encourage you to create more sacred space in your life, wherever that is. Right?
And to honor it in the now, not just when things are going to change. Like, we're really good about this one thing that we honor, and it's been a joke for years, and it's just called the square, right? We call it the square.
Yeah.
And the square is our bed, because it's, if you think about it, like a bed, it's just a square sitting in a room that has walls, but in the big picture, you're just laying on a piece of dirt that's covered up by concrete and wood that has some walls around it on something soft. And we really try to honor that space is a place that you don't go there angry, you don't go there grouchy, and you really appreciate being with each other and with the animals. And when you wake up, before you get up, you return to gratitude in that sacred space. You can turn any space into something that inspires you to be more a car.
Yeah,
inside your
absolutely.
car. It's up to us how we define a space. And this particular room has been so important to us because we always show up as our best selves in here.
It's non-negotiable. For those of you who might have missed the very beginning, where are we going? Well, an upgrade has manifest. We have had intentions of expanding the space so that more service can come through, more care and love for the family can take place, and that there could be maybe 2 studios, right? Where simultaneous broadcasting could happen. And it happens to some degree in this home.
Yeah,
But
sure.
years ago, I had a dojo, a humble dojo here in Austin that was 1,300 square feet, and we were busting at the seams. In fact, we had 300 active students coming through that portal at that time. And I sat with the students over a couple of weeks and I said, it's time. Let's together collectively envision a new space. And where we were at that time at a country club was a very affluent neighborhood and very difficult to find new spaces, especially affordable spaces. And so we all sat, we trained, meditated, and then we discussed and visualized what would be beautiful for our students.
That's probably 2005-ish.
Yeah, we started late 2005, 2006, putting it out there. Actually, it was 2006 because I remember, so this beautiful thing happened. Literally across the street, this is a whole other weird story we don't have time for, but a pediatrician was moving out and he had a large space that became available, and a dentist was moving in, and we found out about it. One of my students had a realtor friend who found it, and the dentist backed out at the last minute, and boom, it became available to us, and the city of Austin allowed the ordinance to change for it to be licensed as a gymnasium. So we were able to put a dojo in a office park location right across the street, 2,500 square feet, something like that, maybe 22. Bigger. Better? Just bigger. More beautiful? Yes. Hardwood floors? Yes. More mirrors? Yes. More expansion, more room for more service. And it was incredible. Mm-hmm. And it was effortless. And so that's exactly what's happened here. We've been bursting at the seams. Our little house, all the film equipment, all the stuff, and the big McSeamy dolls and the director chairs, and it's like, it's getting better, and the lights, and we're like, it's time for something else.
And the amount of time that we started spending setting things up and breaking things down because there isn't space to leave some things where they are, or the room needs to be used for something else. So we really desired a space where maybe we could leave the lights where they are.
Yeah, we could leave things up.
For more time. And I don't know if I don't know if I would call it an upgrade. I would just call it the next logical step. The next thing that unfolds that seems like it allows me to grow and us to grow and for the community to grow. It doesn't feel better. It feels like the same. Like maybe a plant is in a pot and that plant is so happy in the pot. But then if you take it and maybe you put it in a different pot where it has room to grow more roots, therefore the plant can grow more. It feels like that. But there's such a gratitude to that pot that it started in, where it first took root.
So this is an iPad. And this has been the device. We're using a different one now, but this was the original device that enabled us to start doing what we're doing. And we won this.
This is an iPad case.
Okay, this is
an
This is an iPad. This is a knife. So we went to an event in San Diego. It was all about broadcasting, and it was way over our head, but we got inspired to launch something, and it actually was our first Qigong certification. And so we did. And
yeah.
we did it from the hotel. We took inspired action, And we launched it, and it did really well. I think it generated like $10,000, and we told the person who put on the event, because they were running a little contest, that we had launched something and this is what happened. And they sent us this iPad as a prize. And this iPad literally birthed the new aspect of our business, because we'd for so long been local, or we made DVDs or online videos that people could watch on their own. But there wasn't this live component like we have right now for those of you joining us live.
It didn't. Facebook Live didn't exist.
And then it became available on mobile devices only. So we started flirting with it, messing around with it. And we did this thing called a Life Force Challenge. I think it was the 30-day Life Force Challenge. And it was so fun. And we did it from, I think, in this room.
Yep, you did.
And it became like a thing.
And it came with a foam roller and a resistance band and a bag. And
yeah, the first one did. That's right. And so we asked the people who went through it, hey, would you like to continue this, kind of like what we have here locally, this ongoing classes? And they said yes. And how many years? Some of you have been with us since the beginning. I think it's at least 4 years. Maybe we're going on 5.
No.
Could it? Well, it's at least 4. And we've been doing this. And then we started doing these events called the Energy Expansion Challenge, and we'd invite new people to come. And so every 6 months, new folks like yourself would come through this room and this device.
Yep.
And
we
amazing?
found ways to stand in this room where we could use the light from the window that's over here, and we'd stand over there, or we'd just in this tiny little room, just not letting anything be a limitation.
I'll show you for real how little.
And I would hold the tripod, and Tristan would talk about his feet, and I would tip it down to show his feet and tip it up. It was so still is.
There's nothing really left in the room, because it's all moved to the new location. But you can see here we just had our little lights
and the window.
Hi, little thingy, little fitness stuff still left. We've got 2 days left in this space. So as you can see, you don't, oh, that's the doggy blankets.
The doggy's back there.
And there's a doggy down there.
Always.
And Sabrina and I both teach fitness right here. So as you can see, it's not a lot of space that's needed to do this. There you go. And I just am blown away at what can happen when you get out of the way and you just open your mind up and your heart up, and you say, yeah, how can I serve? Show me, guide me, teach me. So we're so grateful to you, beautiful, sweet home. It's been a sanctuary for 12 years, and wow, we didn't really know what was going to happen. No?
Well, yeah, it's more than 12 years.
Okay, let's go with 14.
Doors or windows?
We didn't know what was going to, just like all of us. We don't know. I remember watching the movie The Secret years ago. I think it was The Secret, and I love this analogy. It might have been Jack Canfield, where you're driving and the headlights are on, and you can see, let's say, 200 feet in front of you. And so you're clear for 200 feet, but that's it. But then you get another 200 feet and another 200 feet, and that's how we navigate our lives sometimes. We don't see the whole destination journey, but we can at least with clarity see the next 200 feet and the next and the next. And that's what it's been like, and it's continuing to just unfold and reveal. But that 200 feet is more than enough for a lot of love and a lot of light to guide the way. And then the navigation, the driver is just constantly saying, I'm driving home. I'm driving home to love. I'm driving towards truth.
The 200 feet is all up to each of us, right? Who am I during those 200 feet? What am I feeling? What am I focusing on? What am I grateful for? What kind of love am I allowing myself to feel? Because that's creating the next 200 feet, right? Because just because you're moving doesn't mean you're going towards what you want. You could be moving in that direction, but then as you're going in that direction, you're not focused on love. You're focused on everything that you don't want and everything you don't have and all the problems in the world. So the next 200 feet might go over there. So it's for me all about being here now. Who am I right now? What am I feeling right now? What am I making my priority right now? And from that place, having 100% faith. Having 100% faith that not even doors will open, because I don't believe doors will close, but that I will all of a sudden find myself in front of the exact door to walk through. Because no doors are closing, right? We actually are choosing. What?
Well, I needed to open the door for your brother.
Oh.
There's other people that live in this portal. They didn't want to disturb the show.
I was saying that there's no doors closing. We're just walking through another door, but doors don't necessarily close. The love that has happened here is still flowing and still pouring. Just going to happen on a different piece of dirt.
You guys want to see the new piece of dirt? I captured one image of. So this is the angel room, and the angel room isn't ending. It's just transformed on a new piece of dirt.
Let me tell me about the angel room.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
So the angel room, the new angel room, has a bay window, and we're going to have angels watching in and looking out in every window. So, and we have 3 right now. They may change, but the main one won't. And we're creating like a couple of sets, so we can use the angel room for our wacky workouts for the dojo. We could use it for the Trisbrina show. We can use it for a variety of things. So those of you that have gone through some of our programs where we show you how to create multiple sets, this will be really interesting, because like for a normal person, they might just go in and go, oh, this is a nice room. But the whole thing is set up so that we can serve our students in different ways.
Now let me set this up with one piece of information about visceral experience through an energetic portal. So we all have televisions, whether we use them or not. We all know what it's like to watch a movie and to get drawn into a movie. This would be Sabrina watching a movie. She's in it 100%. I'll look over sometimes and I'm like, it's just a movie. And she's like, no, I'm the movie. So what I know is you may be like that. You may be in this space here right now, in here with us. Yeah. We feel you. You get that, right? We feel your energy. That's what makes this the collective.
Yeah.
So all of us coming together like this creates this powerful energy that we receive as well as you receiving us.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're about to see, you are part of that. For those of you who are tribing with us and coming to the Trisbrina shows and coming to the classes and doing what we do, this is your room too, okay? So, and it's not 100% done.
Oh, no. Did you take this today after I left?
That's a piece of it. But this is the majority of it. Right there. So you see the bay window Sabrina was explaining.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, when did you take this?
You can see the angel.
Oh, there's only one angel at this time. 2 more have been added. And that's the little white sofa that was in this room. That's what's so sweet. The picture of the birds, that lamp, those were in this angel room, and now they get to go to the new angel room.
They're just relocating, right?
Yeah.
You can see, for those of you who need a tour, there's our angel one right there. And Sabrina has another one here now, and then another one over here.
Yep.
This is over here is where she will dance, and then we'll do most likely the energy expansion event here with the cameras over here. But sometimes we'll flip it.
Flip it.
And we'll be on the couch, maybe doing the Trisbrina show from here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll be over here, or we might be over there. Who knows?
You don't have the other view?
I just have a little bit of the other view. If you want to see the other view a little bit. It's just, that's the back here. So you can explain.
Yeah, so you can see the pictures of like the white flowers. That would be directly behind us when we're teaching. So you can see the hardwood floors. That's where we want to dance and work out. But we put a carpet halfway through the room to absorb the sound and to create that other set. And the room isn't like the biggest room you've ever seen, but we're trying to design it to have the most use out of it. And I tell you, here's the most clever thing. That little piece of furniture with the orange cushion on it, that's a 2-door cabinet.
Okay, I can see you now.
That's a 2-door cabinet. And we found that at Home Goods. It's really beautiful. It's
from
got this
India.
carving.
It's a beautiful
And Tristan
design.
had somebody cut the back out of it because the brain of the house, well, that would be me. Well,
The
let's say
network
the
of the
network
house.
of the house, the Wi-Fi, the signal, all the little electronics live in this room. So we
They're
are
down
hiding them. We're going to hide them in the back of that cabinet.
And there it is.
I think that's so smart.
That's a little preliminary sampler of the new Angel Room, but again, it's not goodbye. It's a thread. It's a constant and continuum of love force. And we were saying the other day to some of you who had a sneak peek that whoever comes into this space, if they're receptive, I think they're really going to feel a lot of love, because a lot of people poured a lot of love into this etheric, virtual, we call it a dojo, Angel Room. A lot of people have shared a lot of love with us. You guys, you're sharing so much love right now, and we are so blessed. We're all so blessed that we can do this in this life, that we have these ways of connecting that we never had before. It's truly incredible. And if you've got something on your heart and in your mind and in your voice that wants to share, we're here to tell you, you can do it from your house in a little room.
Yeah.
And you can change lives and take care of your family. So, so beautiful.
And that's a big part of this moving through this new door for us, is because this particular house we've been looking for a long time is perfectly set up, like the architecture and the layout, so that my parents, Keith and Rita, who are here right now, we can all share multi-generational living, and has a beautiful place for them on the first floor that just feels really, really nice. And we're going to get so many steps in walking up and down stairs to our bedroom.
Yes, we are.
And it's just the layout. And my brother Larry works with us and lives with us. And it's gonna be like, remember that show 8 is Enough? Like lots of family together.
Yeah.
And yet with the layout, everyone getting to feel like, because I think we all need to have our space and know that we can retreat to our space. It's like the main 3 bedrooms are like in the different corners, and yet still enough room to serve and to work, and hopefully have some VIP events. So we're trying to design it where we could have a small handful of people come to the house and create a room like a mastermind room.
Oh, you know it. So we've been cooking up these dreams for a while now.
Stirring and cooking.
Stirring the stew and
Talking,
envisioning
talking.
and holding the faith, and a lot of releasing, probably more letting go than trying to build. There's old isn't necessarily the right word, but there have been degrees of expansion. So I can't even say they were compressed thought. They were the expansion that they were when they were. And it's continuing because we're saying yes to more. And so as that expansion continues, so does the external. The physical world is following the inner. And it feels really beautiful to offer and get out of the way more.
Yeah.
And releasing some little ideas, some little old, if you will, thoughts or limiting beliefs. I think we all have them. And we're really happy to see them and acknowledge, where did they come from? How did we set these in motion? Was it a spiritual concept that we misunderstood? Something maybe we learned from a family member or something like that, right? And so being real and honest and encouraging each other to be more. But it's always, 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 always been about how can we serve more love.
Yep.
Bottom line.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because we know we're all here for a very short amount of time.
And things do come up. Thoughts do come up. I had a really, really crazy thing happen, and I'll tell it as quickly as I can. But since I was a child, I'm going to say I remember as early as the 4th grade, I had dreams that my teeth fall out. And they fall out in a variety of ways. Let me know in the chat, do you have these dreams where maybe all of a sudden all my teeth turn to dust or sand? I'm just like spitting them out like on a baseball field, and as they slow motion hit the sand, the dirt, like I play baseball, and the dirt goes up, or maybe one just starts wiggling. But just recurring. And I actually worked on it in therapy. I worked on it in hypnotherapy. And I noticed that when that happened in my life, it was always when there was a change happening. I was going from middle school to high school. I was going from high school to college. I was moving to New York. I was moving to LA. I was getting a different job. I was ending a relationship. That dream would happen. And the way that I understand it is the teeth, you get one set, that's it. You screw it up, you're screwed, right? There's change is bad, keep all your teeth, right? They're permanent. They should be permanent. And I haven't had that dream in, I don't even know when. Do people have that dream? It's really weird to me that everybody doesn't have it.
Yes, Elise says I have that dream of my teeth falling out sometimes. It feels so real.
It feels so real. So we were sitting on the couch
Two nights ago.
2 nights ago. Just happened. We're sitting on the couch. It's 10:30. I'm eating one of those cookies with no flour, and all of a sudden I think I feel a walnut in between my teeth. And I'm like, oh. I said, Tristan, please get up and get me a piece of dental floss, because I was so cozy on the couch. And so I got the piece of dental floss to get the walnut out, and when I went like that, the walnut came out, but it wasn't a walnut. It was a fourth of one of my teeth. And I was immediately like, wake up, it's the dream, fear of change. And I'm like, oh, but it's reality. And so I've actually been thinking about it. I haven't even told you. The dentist thinks that when we were in a car wreck years ago, my head hit the seat in front of me. He said the impact, this had to be severe impact to break a tooth, and it can take like 5 to 10 years for the piece to actually fall out. He thinks it had to be. He says there's no way this happened.
It was that time.
Yeah. And I thought, wow. Who knows? Is there like a part of me on this cellular level or psychological level that is kind of coping with that fear of change, but I'm just moving forward anyway? So my point with that is sometimes the body's going to do what it does, and it's going to cry and it's going to be freaked out. I feel like I'm camping right now. Like, where's my stuff? It's all over the place. Everything feels dirty and unorganized. There feels like too much stuff. There feels like not enough stuff. There's been a lot of stuff. There's money stuff and contract. It's a lot. And just to keep focusing back on the beauty, and it's okay. It's like, oh, sweet little girl that teeth are falling out in her dream, but she's so scared this time they're falling out in real life.
So let that be a beautiful lesson.
Level.
You can be in the middle of turmoil and change and all this craziness. Even a tooth can fall out, but you're okay.
Yeah.
And you will 200 feet, stay in the light, and keep moving towards that cellular, I love that cellular vision. Hold the vision, keep the faith, stay around conscious people, keep that inner knowing. I said the other day, somebody, if you guys can remember, it was like that t-shirt you have, I'll see it when I believe it. Hold the belief, hold that inner truth, no matter what. Don't let other people or situations knock you off your truth path, and allow great beauty. You deserve great beauty. We deserve great beauty. It doesn't make you selfish or anything bad. Use it for service. Use it for love. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your clients. Take care of you. You know?
And to see where you are
It's
when things like that happen. Because in that moment that I was kind of spitting the tooth out, and it was so like my dream, I kind of freaked. And I immediately was like, no, I'm only blessed. Only good things happen to me. And I said to you, I'm so excited to see the people that I meet, the conversations that I have, and the opportunities that open up for me because of this. Because this is not by random, it's not by accident, and I only believe in blessings. So I totally, instantly in that moment, reframed it.
Yeah.
Reframed it. And I want to say that to you because that doesn't mean there's not a little part of me that's I'm so scared of dentists and I have to go on Tuesday and but you just lean into love.
I'm right here. I'm right here, baby.
Lean into love.
And lean into us. Let us be that support, that love light, that reminder. If you need that friendship, we want to be your friends. We want to be I'll be your sensei if you want and need a sensei. That's just something I love, being able to be that. She is this gorgeous, I can't call her a life coach. She's just a life lover and such a beautiful mentor in my life. So use us, use the community, use this beautiful opportunity that we all have while we're here to keep expanding, make this a beautiful life, work through the cray-cray together, stay conscious, and let's just really enjoy this beautiful opportunity. So I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for being in this portal with us. Thank you for all the love you share with us. And if you're new to our world, thanks for showing up and listening. And there's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of shenanigans. There's some great classes. There's all kinds of goodness available. So thank you.
Should we sing it out?
We're going to sing it out.
What? No.
Well,
What
do
are
you
gonna
need
sing?
music? I have no idea. You know me. I just follow you.
Okay. We're going to sing thank you.
Oh. One.
You
two.
can join in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you for this beautiful life. Thank you for this beautiful life. Thank you for this beautiful life. Thank you for this beautiful life.
There it is. Love you guys. See you soon. Ta-ta.